77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.
The Roger Stone Show.
Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Welcome back to the Roger Stone Show. The Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana, a federally recognized Indian tribe, has announced its intention to nominate U.S. President Donald J. Trump for the 2026 Nobel Peace Prize. You see, the rules of the Norwegian Nobel Committee allow any sovereign authority to nominate a candidate for the Nobel Peace Prize. The U.S. government recognizes the Tunica Biloxi tribe as a sovereign nation, and therefore they are perfectly eligible to make this important nomination. Joining me now to talk about it is the chairman and CEO of the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana, Marshall Pierite, to talk to us about this momentous decision. Mr. Chairman, welcome to the Roger Stone Show.
Thank you, Mr. Roger, and it's great to be on the Roger Stone Show.
I want to point out for our listeners that you are a proud U.S. Marine Corps veteran. You had various leadership roles within your tribe, making the Tunica Biloxi a job creator and a tremendous economic success for your tribal members, also benefiting the people of the state of Louisiana. But now you are taking a position on the world stage, recognizing this very interesting loophole in the laws that says that any sovereign authority can nominate someone for the Nobel Peace Prize, and there is no question that the U.S. government recognizes the Tunica Biloxi as a sovereign nation. So you've decided to make this. Tell me why you think President Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, President Trump, in my eyes, is going to be remembered as one of the most influential world leaders in history. And we just have to recognize him for his unwavering commitment to global leadership as well as peace. His bold action on a global front to ultimately champion peace through strength and facilitate ceasefire framework that brought hostilities to a halt. Such a breakthrough demands courage, confidence, and clarity. You know, I could tell you, Mr. Stone, the true purpose of the Nobel Peace Prize is to honor such a leader as President Donald J. Trump, a leader that has the courage to promote peace by recognizing those who work to end conflict, reduce arms, and foster reconciliation. President Trump does that day in and day out, as well as putting an American first policy agenda for the United States of America. He is a true leader, and leadership is, in my definition of leadership, someone that inspires, encourages, and empowers on a day level, and he does that at everything he do. He encouraged diplomacy and cooperation, of course, across borders and cultures. And this prize, this honor, is intended to serve not just as a reward, but as a symbolic nudge to value peace over war, negotiation over violence, and justice over oppression. And if you look at from day one, President Donald J. Trump has been doing this.
The record, I think, is very clear. Of course, he brokered the Abraham Accords during his first term, a peace deal in the Middle East that virtually everyone said was impossible. He's facilitated economic normalizations between Serbia and Kosovo. He's negotiated a peace treaty between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. That is a war that has gone on for decades, a bloody war that's going on for decades. He's mediated ceasefires between India and Pakistan, other rivalry that go back hundreds of years, and is working day and night to keep a ceasefire in place between Israel and Iran. No world leader has dedicated more time or effort to promoting global peace. The greatest single title that history can bestow is that of peacemaker. He has not yet solved the conflict between Ukraine and Russia, but I'm convinced that he will. I know it is at the top of his agenda. I think this is a very bold move by the Tunica Biloxi to nominate him, and I'm hopeful that the Nobel Peace Prize Committee will take your nomination quite seriously.
I hope so too. And again, undoubtedly, no other leader deserved this more than President Donald J. Trump. And again, I do believe at the core of my soul that President Trump has been anointed not only to lead America, but to be a world leader and bring peace to this, not only this great nation, but to the world.
Mr. Chairman, several months ago, you wrote a terrific piece that the president liked very much, in which you pointed out the unique opportunities that exist between those in Indian country and the Trump administration. People do not perhaps understand this, but in the sovereign nations of federally recognized Indian tribes, you regulate the use of your own land. And therefore, there are all kinds of possibilities, from housing to energy production plants to sewage treatment plants to data centers, many, many other job-creating opportunities that would really be unique to Indian country, because unfortunately, a number of our states, most of our states, are overregulated. Virtually impossible to do anything. You pointed out in a terrific piece talking about the potential for Indian country, specifically the Tunica Biloxi tribe, but every tribe, to partner with the Trump administration to create jobs and opportunities for all Americans, including tribal members. Talk to us about that.
Yes, sir. Well, it starts off with President Trump having a very bold, courageous vision. He is truly a visionary, and a visionary is someone that wakes up to what is going to be, where everyone else wake up to what is. There is millions of manufacturing, advanced manufacturing jobs, textile jobs, call center jobs that left this great country during the last 30-plus years. And I do think President Trump's economic vision fits hand in hand with not only Tunica Biloxi vision, but Indian country vision, helping bring all of those jobs back to the United States and strategically tuck them on Indian reservations or in rural America, where 95% of native tribes are located. And tribes can utilize their economic vehicles, their tribal sovereignty, to make this happen through public-private partnerships. You have a lot of corporations that is looking to move these jobs back to the United States. But in reality, it can take them 3 to 4 years. But tribes have
77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.
Meta AI is the personal AI to help you with whatever you need. Plus, it meets you where you are. Not only is Meta AI now an app, but it's also on the apps you already know and love: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger. Plus the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. It's easy to access wherever you are. So whether you're talking or texting, Meta AI is convenient to use throughout your day. Experience our newest AI that's tailored to you by downloading the Meta AI app. Try the Meta AI app today on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive, a leader in boat insurance. Welcome aboard to Carefree Boating. Here, we don't worry about the what-ifs, because we explore with Progressive Boat Insurance for as little as $100 per year for a basic liability policy. Progressive also offers a variety of other coverages and can help you cover repair costs when you need it. And with discounts like multi-policy, safety courses, responsible driver, and more, your mind can really float free. Cruise on over to Progressive.com to get a quote today and see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Rate and discounts not available in all states or situations.
The infrastructure that is needed to get this done within 12 to 18 months. So that's why I am truly excited. In President Trump's first administration, when he started talking about bringing those jobs back, we built the infrastructure and the structure that was needed. And yes, we had to put it on pause for 4 years, but guess what? When he was reelected, our hopes and dreams became alive again, because we knew his vision and our vision aligns. And we can, as far as not only Tunica Biloxi tribe, but Indian country, we can go from being, become a solution to a lot of America's problems. And we can help bring these jobs back again and strategically tug them in rural America or on reservations. And that's what's truly excites me, when I can tell our young people that they can hope again. And the reason why they can hope again, because they see leaders like President Donald J. Trump, faith in action. And, that not only allows rural community to go from a thriving economy or surviving economy to a thriving economy. So that is what is truly exciting. And, another thing that I'm truly excited about, that this administration is not only inviting us tribes to have a seat at a table, but our voices is being heard. And how do I know our voices is being heard? Because he's bringing our vision to fruition. And you see it day in and day out in Louisiana. We got 5 billion, multi-billion-dollar companies relocating or locating in Louisiana. We're going to be part of that. So that is what we're truly excited about.
Well, I know that lawyers representing the tribe have been working closely with the Interior Department on legislation that would expedite and clear away a number of the barriers from tribes doing business with other tribes, tribal job creation bill, if you will, a tribal commerce bill, which I think is a brilliant idea. I also looked this up the other day. As you know, the president deeply committed to the future of nuclear energy. There are a number of Indian lands in the country that have a more than large enough footprint to actually develop a nuclear power plant, which could be done. So I think the possibilities here are limitless if one recognizes the strength of that sovereign authority of the tribes over their own land. Now, in the last election, according to a poll by NBC, 62% of Native Americans voted for President Donald Trump. I know he is extraordinarily proud of that number. And I know that he is very anxious to pursue the possibilities for economic development on tribal lands because, well, after all, he's a builder. And he understands completely the challenge of trying to build anything on commercial land, any place in the United States today. It's based on regulations. It is virtually impossible. All right, I want to thank our guest. It is Chairman Marshall Pierite of the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana. In a groundbreaking move, they have announced that they're going to use their sovereign authority to recommend President Donald Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. We had a great opportunity to talk to their chairman about the great coming partnership between Indian country and the Trump administration for economic jobs and growth. There's no question in my mind that Native Americans play a key role in the coming golden age, an unprecedented age of peace, prosperity, security, and justice. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Chairman. And for the rest of you folks, you're still listening to The Roger Stone Show here on the Red Apple Audio Network. So please, whatever you do, we'll be back with more. Please, whatever you do, don't touch that dial.
The Roger Stone Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
77 WABC invites you to a family fun day and softball showdown on July 20th with net proceeds benefiting Shriners Children's. John Sterling will call the game as the FDNY takes on the NYPD with special guests Dwight Gooden, Art Shamsky, 77 WABC hosts including Sid Rosenberg, Anthony Cumia, Lionel, Dominic Carter, and many more. For more info and to buy tickets, go to ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org. That's ShrinersChildren'sChampions.org.